for the nothing patch or to blame you? Okay, I've seen this map before. This map is called Land's Madness. Viper, who played with an interesting strategy last game, but lost. He is in the yellow playing as the Huns, and TaToH, who had the killer instinct to go siege rams in the last game and won, he's playing as the Malians. I've seen this map before. I have not casted too many games with it, but as you can see, it's very open. If I remember correctly, you cannot build on this terrain with some buildings, so it makes it even more difficult to lock down your resources. Lots of bamboo trees for wood. Not too much gold and stone, and all of it is spread throughout the map. You won't see one little area with all the resources. It's all around, so you have to adjust. X4 says, T90 official, you brought me back to AoE after like 10 years. Used to play the original game when I was young. Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. You and many others. Thank you for stopping by and saying that. You know, I know that you guys hear me say like those words a lot. Like, thank you for saying that, and thank you for the compliment, and thank you for the support. But I truly do mean it. Like, you might think I sound like a broken record, but I truly do mean it. And this goes for any content creator. If you, let's say you like a Hearthstone streamer or something. If you were to tweet them, you know, or just say something on their stream like that, like, hey, I appreciate your content, thank you for what you do. That kind of stuff never gets old. It really doesn't. So don't ever think that I'm just saying thank you to thank you. I'm blessed to do what I do. I'm so happy I can influence so many people and give so many people a good time. So thank you, man. I mean, it might be different for other content creators. Other people might just be like, screw that guy. I'm popular. That doesn't mean anything to me. It might be a person-to-person thing, but I'd say most people who are at least in my position would appreciate it every single time. Alright. So, TaToH, I think that his Civ needs to have more map control. And that's saying a lot when there's so little in between the players. All the hills will be interesting. Let's say TaToH has archers in Castle Age. If he gets this hill, he's doing more damage when on top of that hill. That's unfortunate for Viper. Any elevation period on open maps can be a big talking point. Huns have more flexibility, though. I said last game that I thought Viper played the Civ draft a bit better. I know it's 1-1, but I would prefer Huns here because they can hit from multiple angles, because they have that speed. So if Viper can get a good scout rush in and then get to cav archers and knights, he can create them easier than TaToH can. I don't see this one going to the Imperial Age with so little to protect the players on the front. Sarah's with 100 bits says, good compliments only boost your ego. Am I right? I don't think I'm an egotistical guy. It doesn't really boost my ego. There's a difference between, I know you're kidding, but I think there's a difference between like being proud of yourself and like recognizing that you did do good for people or you are influencing people positively, and then thinking, oh yeah, I'm the best, you know. I know you're kidding though. Thank you for the bits. So let's talk about woodline positions for a moment and gold positions. This is the woodline for TaToH. Already starting some walls on this. Chat, can anyone tell me, can you build on this terrain? For some reason, I didn't think you could build on the terrain. I think you can't build farms here, right? If someone could clarify that for me, it'd be nice. So wood here. Both players running into TC fire for a moment there. Gold here and stone here for TaToH. Gold here. And then a gold on the front as well. Yeah, they built, but what about farms? Does anyone know if you could build farms there? The reason that's a big deal is if they build TCs here later on and they can't farm there, then there's an issue. Okay. Well, we'll find out soon enough. I was just curious if anyone knew. Both players on the way up. TaToH has clicked up later than Viper, but he does have one more villager working for his eco. Oh, maybe it's the line. Yeah, okay. Amants, maybe it's the line. That's true. Scouting, very important. I don't think there will be any surprises here, though. Viper probably assumes we'll see man-at-arms from Malians because Malians have incredible man-at-arms. Viper has not scouted the barracks, though. Where's the scout at? His scout's here. Okay. He's being hesitant because he lost that HP. He doesn't want to be around TaToH's base. Okay, gate walls now for TaToH to protect his lumberjacks. TaToH pretty much confirmed his opponent was going scouts when he saw the barracks going up so late. There's going to be a lot of exposed vills as time goes on because the berries will soon no longer be here and these vills will need to be on farms and on lumber. All food and wood eco for Viper, and it will be 4 man-at-arms from TaToH. Oh, you know what he's doing? I like this. I think this is underused. Instead of upgrading man-at-arms immediately, you add a spear just to complement your militia and your vills when you're going forward. And Viper now, he sees the villagers coming here. He can't engage this with scouts. The reason that man-at-arms is a popular build is because you have about a 2-minute window where your opponent cannot counter you. If your opponent goes straight archers, they have to build the archer ranges. They have to go to gold. They have to create the archers, which is very slow. So, same thing with scouts here. So, as you can see, Viper is just trying to distract more than anything, which he's done a good job with. And he's bought himself time to build this tower. And TaToH builds his tower here on 3 of the farms from Viper, which is kind of a big deal. The problem with man-at-arms on this map, though, is you can't secure your base at home that easily. So I think TaToH will need a few spears. Well, oh, TaToH has left the area. Oh, this is messy. Viper is fighting with scouts and vills, and this is not easy to micro. TaToH has weak villagers. That one is going to die. It just ran into the TC. She is going to die. And even he could die as well. Oh, God. Viper's reaction to this was sick, honestly. But now he needs to be careful. He doesn't want to lose villagers. Unfortunately, his TC not doing enough to protect these guys. I don't think he can take this out. Oh, now he can. Wow, sick play from Viper. That's so tough to do. Oh, no! What Viper just did there to fight that, regardless of what happens with this tower, it's so tough to do, guys. Because there was spears there, and men-at-arms, so you have to avoid those units with your scouts. Then you have vills out there, and then you have to click the HP of your enemy units and see which one's weak and focus it down. It's pretty crazy. When you tower rush someone, it's not always about killing stuff, though. It's about getting good map control and about making their build awkward, and that's exactly what has happened here. Viper now has villagers going out here that are weak, and he doesn't have farmers working. And Viper's trying to add archer ranges to mix in some skirms and archers. And TaToH sees that. Now TaToH is going to repair this tower and be as stubborn as possible so Viper cannot collect any food. So I definitely don't think this is over for TaToH. He has lots of time still to add stuff at home. And this is a good engagement. You see, I said it was difficult. And TaToH getting the pickoffs. 2 scouts down, a spear down. And just like that, TaToH's back in the game, in my opinion. He could loop back around and consider killing these villagers too. Back at home, TaToH, unthreatened. His eco definitely more productive. And I don't know if he's sending more vills forward to build the tower. He is. He is. And he's added a few more man-at-arms. Now, the reason we see man-at-arms a lot from the Malians is because they have high pierce armor. So because of the pierce armor, it will take a while for these skirms and archers to kill these man-at-arms. And that's why TaToH can justify adding a few more. TaToH adding his own stable now. So if he mixes in a scout or 2, he can kill the skirms. And I don't think Viper can stop this tower from going up. These are 4 full HP vills. Viper's villagers are all exposed here and weak. TaToH could get game number 3 here in a moment, guys, if Viper cannot respond to this. Viper still cannot kill this tower. He still cannot farm. Look at all the idle time from Viper. This is not a fault of Viper's. This is just all TaToH causing this. This is what it's all about, and Viper will no longer have archery ranges soon. So tough. Viper can't defend this now because the tower's there. Viper will lose more farm space. TaToH has played this so well. And this is before the scouts show up, so Viper is not expecting the scout addition. I love how TaToH just kept his foot on the gas, pedal to the metal. He did not think, okay, I've done damage, let's go to Castle Age. He's still being a pest. Perfect map for it, honestly. And now Viper doesn't have berries. This farm, this farm, this farm he built, he can't use. These farms he can't use. Hundreds of wood wasted. And he only has a stable remaining now. He hasn't even been on Stone Viper. And I think he's... Because remember, he can't take this stone. I think he's scouting for the other one with his Vil. There's one out there. There's one out here. There's one out here. Oh, and then this one, which he's just found. But I think TaToH has already taken a lot of map control away from him. The counter towers should have come a bit earlier. So this tower might finally go down, but that villager did so much. And TaToH considering running away now. And I think this is the moment where TaToH starts taking his foot off the gas. Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. He's getting scale barding armor, so apparently he wants to make some more scouts. I don't know why he's getting that upgrade, because he doesn't have any scouts left, right? Oh, he has 5. Okay, yeah. So he gets scale barding and bloodlines. This is something Viper hasn't seen. Again, he hasn't seen the additional scouts. And TaToH will probably go onto gold soon, start purchasing some food, and go closer to the Castle Age. Viper only has 45 food, and he does have the stone now to build one tower, but he has to build it in a good position. And if he doesn't see this from TaToH, oh, TaToH could GG him with his tower. Viper has not seen the Vils. He does not see that tower going up. Viper is trying to utilize the gold, which is getting raided, so he can buy his way to Castle Age, but he's losing Vils. He hasn't reacted to any of this. TaToH kills 2 villagers, 3 villagers, and it's going to be 4 and 5, and the GG's coming for sure. Like, this is just amazing from TaToH. The tower shows up at the same time the scouts show up. How sick was that game from TaToH? It's not often you see Viper completely outclassed. It's not often you see Viper GG 22 minutes in. That was sick stuff right there. Wow. Just the timing of that. He knew, okay, Viper might respond on the left and send military here, so I'll send the scouts to the right. And if Viper responds to the scouts on the right, he can't respond to the tower on the left. He killed... I mean, he denied so many farms from Viper. We'll see in a second when we see the eco stats. He killed the 2 archery ranges. That was just astounding from TaToH all around. I can't say enough about that performance. Here's the achievements. The KD, not telling the whole story there. This is what it came down to. So, TaToH, who was forward with villagers that were not collecting resources, he had 700 more food. The wood is interesting to me. I believe that Viper had so much wood banked up because he couldn't add farms and because he had to build more buildings and whatnot. And TaToH with more stone. Even the resource is not really telling there. As the game went on, TaToH was going to hit Castle Age first, and it would have been a bigger advantage for him shortly after killing those Vils. But what a game from TaToH. Alright, the next map is Gold Rush, guys. So if you want aggression, you're going to get more of it. It's best of 5. And TaToH could finish Viper off right here.